welcome back to Michelle Reads and Vlogs, and today we are opening the Evernight subscription for January 2024. So this is a box that is put out every 3 months from Illumicrate, and it is their horror subscription service. They are meant to be mostly adult fantasy books, but I know that this one is actually classed as YA. Sorry, I just said fantasy books, horror books. And the kind of crossover here is that this is kind of a bit of fantasy slash horror. So let's have a look at what they have done with this edition of the book. So just opened it up. I love the box for this. A little fright for your night. And on the top we've got, it's kind of like a theme card, but they haven't gone for like a named theme like they normally do. They just go for the Evernight, and then the artwork is kind of to do with the book, I guess, and what the vibes they're going for. And we've got it in some bubble wrap. So let's open this bubble wrap up. Already I can see that it is a small version of the book. It looks like a B format, if not smaller. Let's have a look. And our book is the Invocations, which is by Krystal Sutherland. This is a completely redesigned cover. I will put the original artwork up so that you can have a look at the difference between the two. What I would say is that this definitely makes it seem a little bit more adult than the original cover, but it is meant to read like an older adult. So we've got the title, the Invocations, and that is in gold foiling, and it is raised, it's like embossed. And then the author name, Krystal Sutherland, is in gold foiling, it's not embossed. Moving around, we do have this moving into the same artwork. I like it when the artwork wraps around. Got the same font for the title and the author, and then the artwork wraps around onto the back, onto this house. So that is quite nice. I know a lot of people don't like character artwork on the front of books, but I'm quite happy with that. It's nice. Then opening her up, there is no reverse jacket artwork on this one. This is pretty special. It's quite sunny this morning here, which is nice, but it's very reflective of the book there. So on there it says Necromantia. You've got the red on the printed with this kind of motif here, and then the gold foiling around it. So there's quite a lot going on there, but that is very different. Onto the spine, again, Necromantia and all of this gold foiling, and then you've just got the red motif on the back without the gold foiling. I think a lot of people are going to prefer this hardcover printing and foiling to the actual dust jacket. I think they're both very special. They're both very different. Sprayed edge there. It's very dark. Obviously it is a horror subscription service, so you would imagine things to be quite dark. You've got a skeleton there in a pose, and I do think this is meant to be dark, but I also think that's not great quality, because I don't know how easy it is to see all of this. There is some kind of very streaky parts on the bottom of the sprayed edge. I think they can probably get away with it because of how dark and ambient it is anyway, but yeah, I don't think the edge of this sprayed edge is brilliant quality. On the top and bottom, we have got solid green sprayed edges. We have got some end paper artwork here, which is, without knowing the story, it looks like just lots of vibes, very kind of dark academia. We've got lots of insects. You've got a dagger here. Going into the back, I think that might be the same but reversed, I think. No, it's just the same. It's me looking at it the wrong way around. Yeah, and inside we have got a signature page, which is nice. But straight away I can see, you can see where they bind these in. So they basically send them to the author, and the author will just sign like thousands of the same page, and then they kind of bind it into the book. But this has not been bound in very well. There's like a whole gap at the bottom of the page, which kind of takes away from the Kind of takes away from the whole idea of a signed book. What I would say is that you can tell this is pretty much YA. There's not a lot of text on the pages. The pages are quite thin though, so there are quite a lot of pages, even though it's a small book. There is, I'm just on the acknowledgements, 389 pages, so quite long book, quite a small book. So let's have a look at the synopsis for this one. 5 women are dead. The killer leaves no fingerprints, no DNA. Police are utterly stumped. In a world where only women can use magic and the men who know about it seek to eradicate them, 3 damaged young women, one cursed, one hunted, and one out for revenge, will team up to track down and take out a brutal supernatural killer. Jude Wolfe is rich as sin and handsome as the devil, but she's also cursed. Her immortal soul is tethered to a rather hateful demon, and she wants the hell out of the deal. What Jude needs is a curse writer, and she thinks the string of dead women, all of whom she suspects of messing with the occult, might just be able to lead her to one. Zara Jones has also been tracking the murders since they began. Her older sister was the killer's first victim. Zara doesn't just want revenge, she wants to find a way to bring her sister back. What Zara needs is a witch, a sorcerer, a necromancer. What Zara needs is a curse writer. At the apartment of the 5th victim, Jude and Zara meet by chance, and there they find a clue that brings their paths crashing together, a business card bearing 3 words. Emma Byrne, curse writer. So what I've heard about this is that it's a nice mix of fantasy, horror, and it seems to be a bit of a thriller as well. So, or like thriller mystery, which sounds pretty good to me. And then looking at our spoiler card, let's have a look at who the artwork is done by. So enjoy your Evernight exclusive edition, which is a B format hardback and features a fully redesigned cover. Artwork is by @AliceBlakeArt, design by @HollyDune or Dun Design, end paper artwork by @CE Ilo, full colour printing on the hardback with foil design by @Ross.ir, digitally printed foredge by @AliceBlakeArt with block sprayed top and bottom edges, and is signed by the author. I think that this is good. This might be one of my favourites from the Evernight subscription so far, although I'm a little bit gutted that it is a B format when the others were larger books. They were like the normal standard hardback size. But I do find this with Illumicrate, we've talked about this on the channel before, where they've got such a range of sizes for their hardbacks, and as a collector I find that a little bit annoying. I like everything to match, and I kind of wish there was some order to these and being able to put them together and match them. And I think that's one reason why I like the Lot Library, because they're all the same size and they all line up nicely when you put them together. But as an edition of this book, I am really happy to own this. I do think it is a story that I'm going to enjoy, so I do want to read this one. I am happy to own one copy of it. I'm not going to rush out and buy several editions. I'm happy just to see what it's like from this one. So yeah, that is the Evernight subscription for January 2024. Let me know what you think about this, what you think about the dust jacket artwork compared to the hardback artwork. I'm pretty sure I prefer the dust jacket, but let me know what you think. If you want to check this book out, I will leave an affiliate link for that down in the description as usual. That just means that if you buy through it, it doesn't cost you any extra, but I make a small commission off the sale, so it helps me and the channel out. If you like the video, please remember to like it. It really does help. And if you're not subscribed already and you'd like to see more bookish content from me, think about subscribing, please. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I will see you all next time. Bye.